see how this works. Oh, that's not. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. How is everyone going? Oh shit, we got this working on Facebook too. Sick. It's actually working on both for once. Alright, well, we'll name ourselves Tom. Because why not, right? It is our name. Let me know if the quality on this is like garbage and I'll try and get that fixed up. Let's hope this actually works right, yeah. There we go. Hey, looks good on my end. Thanks, boss. How's it going, man? Just tilt that over. So, cause I've got the PC working now, so I can actually get shit working. Nice. Nice. Are we quiet on the microphone right now? Because I can turn that shit up. Yo, what's going on, Jamie? How's it going? Alright, let me know if the microphone sounds any better now. We got both Phil and Jamie in here. We got Josh on YouTube, I believe. I'm gonna pull up. Okay, I'm not sure if that's working. Still need to turn it up. Like, we need to turn it up more. I just finished up a Final Fantasy 15 grind session. Nice, man. Are we just going like all the way? The microphone's up as loud as it goes now, so I'm just hoping that when I tried to apply like a little noise filter on there, like through the computer itself to get out that annoying background noise. I'm just hoping that that didn't like fuck it up a bit there. I can try to turn down the game if it's like too quiet behind that. I might have to check back over it afterwards. Hey, we got Phil in the YouTube chat too. I sound sexy, nice. Thanks. Appreciate it. Right, so what we're doing here is we're gonna do. I still haven't decided. I'm thinking like a Wonderlock or a Nuzlocke. Nuzlocke would be a bit more easier, I guess, because we know what we're gonna actually be able to do there. Tom's ASMR. Should just start like my own ASMR channel. Why not? A Nuzlocke might be a bit easier because we'll actually know what we're having to deal with, and we can like plan a team. Or we can just go, fuck it. We don't give a fuck, and just go for a fucking Wonderlock. There we got a little Wooloo there. I'm kind of thinking like a Wonderlock might be the way to go, just because there'll be like as little that we can actually plan ourselves then, and then if it goes to shit, I have a reason. Also, another thing about this is on shield. A good thing that well, what I hope is good. Get that a bit closer. Maybe that might help. So one thing I did do when they released the or announced the release of the DLC. Shiny Wooloo or Riot, bro. I'm not hunting for a shiny Wooloo before we start. Hell no. You know what though? A shiny Wooloo would be a sick Pokemon if we just found one as our first encounter. Ain't happening, but it would be sick. But yeah, no, the good thing is when they announced the DLC, I got the DLC for Shield. So, if we just, keep playing this, when they then bring out the DLC later on down the line, if it still is the original release date, I'm not too sure yet. But we can just get straight onto that. Do we really have to? I fucking hate the hat. Honestly though, the hairstyle is like pretty garbage. So at least it covers that up until we can change that. You heard the man, grab the pitchforks. Woolly boy. Phil, did you ever finish it? Did you ever finish Shield? Or Sword, whichever one you got? I can't remember which one you got now. I do wish we could just sort of skip this at the beginning. For better or worse, it'll probably release on time. Yeah, I agree. Like, most of what's probably needed to be done anyway is done. And it's just a case of, finishing off bits and pieces here and there. And it's a fairly small team that they have anyway, working on it. So it's not going to be that huge of an issue. What was that? I was planning to, then Animal Crossing got dropped. I should. Might do it next week. Just waiting for my to heal. Speaking of games dropping, I made an ungodly noise when I saw the Xenoblade. It's so annoying because literally I've got Facebook chat over here, but the YouTube chat is like a kilometer over there. So annoying. So annoying. I saw something. I'll probably have to... Hold on, I'll check that in a moment there, Phil. We'll go in here for now, one sec. Shit, hope you're doing alright, man. Apparently I can't read it. You had something with your eye. How did the procedure go? Like, what happened? Did you have to, like... Did it involve lasers and stuff? I know usual, like... When you have procedures done on your eyes, it usually involves lasers. That's all I know. Just very blurry. No, that's fair enough. Yeah, rest that shit, man. You don't want to like rush back into like trying to like start doing stuff again that will put a strain on it, because then that could fuck you up. Alright, quick question in here whilst we're in here right now. Before we get a starter, put your votes in. Are we going to be going Score Bunny, Grookey, or the fucking whiny little bitch? Damn, that would fucking suck. Locked open the entire procedure. Yeah, they have to do that though. Like, my dad had surgery on his eye and they did like something with lasers. That's all I know. Oh, we got a vote for Grookey in the chat. But yeah, staring at like a UV light the whole time and a bunch of fluids hit my eye. Okay, fair enough. Well, hope it goes well, man. Thank you for me. Yeah, it really would be, wouldn't it? Alright, so we've got a vote for Grookey so far. No votes for Score Bunny just yet. And no votes for the little shit toad either. It's waiting for someone to be like, why the fuck are you talking shit about Sobble? I know there's someone watching right now. It popped up on the Facebook one that 100% they would be going off at me if for shit talking Sobble. Oh, Score Bunny. Is that like a legitimate vote there, Josh? Like, is that an actual vote? Alright, here we go. Because that's going to make it a bit more difficult then. We've got to vote for Grookey, and we've got to vote for Score Bunny. No one's voted for that little piece of shit, luckily. Yeah, it was my first pick when it was announced, and I stand by it. Score Bunny. Yeah, so Score Bunny was my first, but when it came to actually playing the game for the first time, I went with Grookey. Because after the starters got leaked, I was like, Rillaboom looks kind of sick. But I don't know. Alright, how about this? I'm gonna put it to you two. I don't know how this is gonna work, because one of you could just go first and it will just fuck up the system. But how about... you know what? I was going to say rock, paper, scissors between the two of you. But how about the first person to guess the number that I'm thinking of right now, between number 1 and number 10? So 1 to 10. the first one to guess the number I'm thinking of gets the pick. Best fire in the fire side in the region until Cyndaquil comes back. Yeah, I do. Look, I do like a Charizard, but it gets very, very overhyped at the same time. Like, it's one of those starters that you've got to admit is a pretty cool starter, but at the same time, like, it's so overplayed at this point. You had X and Y Megas, you had 69. Between 1 to 10, Josh. You had the X and Y Megas, you had the form on this, and you also had fuck, what else did Charizard forms? I feel like there's another. Was there not? No. Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, number between 1 and 10, guys. Anyone can vote. You stand by your answer, number 69? Well, okay then. If Phil's not going to put a number in at all, then yeah, it gets endless hype. Yeah, so it like that's the thing. I like Charizard, I really do, but at the same time, it's so overhyped to the point where it's kind of irritating. If Phil's not going to put an answer in, then I guess even though 69 is not between 1 and 10, it's technically closer than any other numbers that are in the chat. So we may have to just go with a score bunny here. Got one more chance there, Phil. There we go. And we got score bunny. Now, are we going to give this score bunny a nickname? Yes, we are. We are going to call this thing... Oh shit, what should we call the name? You know what? We'll name this after you there, Josh. We'll name this one Josh. Now the thing is, it's fine if we're gonna be getting... if we're just gonna play a normal Nuzlocke. But if we're gonna do a Wonderlock, which I'm still not sure what we're gonna do yet, then this is gonna end up getting traded for a random Pokemon. And we could get, like, just a piece of garbage back. And, well, then we'll just have to be stuck with that. Pikachu expect and accept because it's face Pokemon, so I'm not even mad about it. But Charizard is just endlessly hype. Yeah, no, 100%. And, like, Charizard still isn't even my favorite Kanto starter either. Like, Squirtle, Blastoise, it's always going to be my favorite. I'm going to kick all the... Hell yeah. Should we just do a normal Nuzlocke then? I reckon we just do a normal Nuzlocke for now. We can always try like a different kind of Nuzlocke another time, like a Wonderlock, try that out. But we'll keep it simple for now. And try and do it so we can actually plan around it. Not only that, but if we get into a situation where we've literally got a whole bunch of Pokemon that are too over-leveled and they don't obey us because of our badges, and then they start dying, then it's just going to be a mess. Alright, we'll get straight into our first battle. it kind of sucks. Like, we go to have our first battle on this against our rival, and he's got 2 Pokemon. It's such bullshit. I'd like them to actually have like another Pokemon game where, like, I wouldn't say that you start up. I'd like them to be a Pokemon game where you have like you know, he always has a Wooloo. I'd like there to be a Pokemon game where we always have a singular generic Pokemon at the beginning, and then we also pick a starter on top of that. That would be pretty cool. Like, it's not going to happen, but to be fair, it's over-leveled enough. The only thing that can faint it is itself. That is true. That is entirely true. I do want to ask, how are we going to do, in regards to the Nuzlocke aspect to this? So, I'm thinking we make it so that none of the routes we go through count until we can catch Pokemon. Like, I'd say that's just as a basic rule, that's pretty fair, right? That way we're not going to pass through a route and be like, oh shit, we can't do anything here because, you know, like, we're not strong enough. Like, we're not going to miss out on catching any Pokemon and shit. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I have played the game already, and I'm the same. And like, I do like that he then comes back with his what's it called? Is it Dubwool? How he comes back with that afterwards, like when you eventually face him at the end. But like, it really sucks because like his proper starter Pokemon was his Wooloo, and he's just like, nah, it's not strong enough. Get rid of that. Yeah, it really did piss me off as well. Yeah, so wild area, I'm thinking because there's different sections to it, we can catch a Pokemon in each section, but I'm going to limit myself that we can only catch a Pokemon. I don't know, because wild area is a really iffy one. I'm thinking, what if we do this? We make it so you can only catch one Pokemon each side of the gym leaders. So like, for example, when we get to the wild area, we won't have fought a gym yet. But we can catch a Pokemon then from the wild area. Then, when we've beat the first gym, we can then go back to the wild area and we can catch a second Pokemon from a different part of the wild area. Because you know how it's all sectioned off into different areas. We can then go to a different section, so like Rolling Fields or the lake, I forgot what it's called. But different places like that, and just catch a different one after each gym leader from then. I think that's probably the best way to go about doing it. Because I don't want to be a situation where we roll up to the first gym, we've got a full squad just of wild area Pokemon. So I just can't get rid of my starter. They got to start and end on my team. Completely agree. I've done playthroughs where I've tried to do like a Wonderlock, and it does make it interesting because you'll end up with a team that just doesn't have a starter Pokemon. And that makes it really weird. I'm skipping most of the story here. I'm not even paying attention to this. I hope no one who's watching this minds, because I've played the beginning of this now so many times that I don't want to just keep reading through that shit. So it's like a charge thing. In regards to what? Sorry, it's like a charge thing in regards to. Is that in regards to the wild area thing that I was on about, or? Yeah, yeah. So you start with one, so that allows us to get one before the first gym, and then each time you battle, each time you get a badge, you get another charge. You spend the charge to catch a wild area mon. Yeah, that's exactly right. If we do fuck up the encounter though, that still counts as like a charge wasted essentially. So it's normal Nuzlocke rules there. But because obviously a lot of Pokemon on these games are overworld encounters, I'm gonna make it so that because that's another thing, like what counts as the first encounter? Is it the first Pokemon you visibly see? Or, like, it does get a bit confusing with that as well. So I'm thinking, obviously, dupes clauses will make it so that if the first Pokemon that does visibly pop up, like, if that's the Pokemon that we see first, then we definitely don't have to try and catch that, because that would just be dumb. And as well as that, Pokemon that are way too strong, so like the more roaming type one, like the ones that are separated to all the other ones, if you know what I mean, the ones that are like way too high level to even catch, they also with those, yeah, not gonna bother with trying to catch those. Like they don't count as a first encounter. Takes a while to type. I only got 2 thumbs type. No, all good, man. All good. First encounter. Alright, well we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Oh yeah, 100%. If I get into a battle with them, then I've got to commit. So essentially, so if multiple pop up, then are you saying I get to choose which one I want to go for? But if I accidentally hit a different one, then that's the one I've got to go with, right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It's such a sketchy way to do it in the wild area. Obviously, normal Nuzlocke rules apply everywhere else. Not only that, I'm thinking we rule out dens for the Nuzlocke just because that might get us like really overpowered. Or should we make it so that instead of a wild area encounter, we can choose between a wild area encounter or a den that just happens to be there? Like, I'm obviously not going to just grind against dens to get shitloads of candy. But should we... That probably just makes things a bit too complicated. Yeah, might just stick to... We'll stick to what... Yeah, spot on. We'll stick to what we were just talking about before instead. Since we had finally figured out like a good rule set to base this on. Grielled. The day this came out. So I was playing Sword when it came out. That's the one that I played through and finished. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I obviously knew this was, well, not this one. But obviously knew that I was going up against Zacian in Sword. And I was like, why the fuck's it got question marks? Like, is my game glitching out or some bullshit? Oh, that's a good point. If you can dodge wild enough mons, you can use a den, but the other thing to consider is that dens absolutely kick your ass. You have to feint them, and sometimes they just... Yeah. You know what? That is a good point. I might just avoid the dens then. I love Scorbunny's little hop and skip little deal. And not only that, like, you get one chance to catch it, so even if you do then go to catch it, if I get unlucky and somehow the catch just fails, it's just not going to be very pleasant. I want to change this outfit as soon as possible. Yeah, literally. Huge risk, huge reward. Yeah, Wooloo's safe. We're all good. Alright, we'll go see Mum. Alrighty. I think we're ready to start our adventure. Oh, look at all the Wooloos over there. Do we have to... I can't remember, do we have to go in here? Harry Potter, you in there? Gotta check. They have such a huge house. Like, look at the size of their house. I mean, yes, the son is the champion of the region. But, like, their house compared to our little tiny house, it's such a massive difference. Like, especially considering we're clearly childhood friends. Like, how long has Leon been champion exactly? Because, like, that's just insane otherwise. Alright, we're gonna head to the research lab. And then we're gonna head out. Wooloos have blocked the path. Have we got Pokeballs now? Yes, we do. Okay, so we can catch Pokemon now. So, what are we catching on the first round? That is the real question. Okay, we don't have to do all this shit, do we? No. Are we going to catch ourselves a Rookie D? Or are we going to try and see if we can find a Wooloo? Oh, what's it? Am I going to go for the random encounter? Oh. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go for the random... I missed it. I missed the random encounter. It kept spawning like right underneath the Rookie D. But you know what? We'll take this. Did you only just start this, or is this a rerun? Yeah, it just started, man. Like brand new game. Literally started from the very beginning. But it's on shield though, so like I've still got my sword file, obviously. But I've not finished shield anyway, so I'm playing that on here. Alright, we'll catch the Rookie D. And that'll be our first Pokemon. Leave me like the dumbest name in the chat for this bird, and whoever has the best idea, I'll go with that. Yeah, level 5. Not bad for like the very first Pokemon to actually catch. Not bad at all. I might put Alright, so we're going with Feather Boy. Is that what we're going with? There we go. We'll go with Feather Boy. He's been added to the party. Give me a sec. Alright, so I'm doing a testing with the little chat on screen, but I need to wait until until chats do come through. And then immediately ganked by a level 6. Never lucky. Yeah, you know what though? It's a level 6 Squovet or whatever the fuck it's called. So let's be honest, it's not gonna be a huge issue. Is it showing up? It doesn't seem to be showing up for me. I don't know. Yeah, I really do not know. But we are gonna... No, we are not. We're gonna just try and skip through this for now. What was in here? What could we have got? It was probably just gonna be one of these. They have such cute chubby cheeks. True. True. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, hang on, they're all coming through now. Right, I'm gonna try and make it look a bit better because that just looks really bad. I really don't know. Like, I don't know the best place to put it either, just because it, Oh god, that just looks hideous. Hold on, we're gonna fix this. Alright, you know what? I don't know. I do not know. I don't know what looks best, so we're just gonna go with that for now. And look, if it looks garbage, then so be it. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, you know what? We'll fix that in a bit. Last thing I want to do is get too distracted that I keep getting into these battles and then end up accidentally attacking at some point, forgetting that, oh, there's the Wooloo. There's the fucking Wooloo. You know what, I'm going to leave him be though, because we can't actually attack him. Sorry, we can't catch him. So it'd be pointless attacking him. We can't heal. Sick. I'll just head over here for now. Give me a second, guys. The best part about picking Scorbunny is that it absolutely rinses Wooloo. Wooloo's really makes it stupid weak to fire special moves. Yeah, no it does. I just didn't want to be mean. That's all. Yeah, I just didn't want to be mean to the Wooloo. Okay. And now all the text is gone. Sick. Alright, let's just hope that honestly doesn't look too garbage. For some reason, every time I change it slightly, it like alters the like the thing and like fucks up the chat so that no chat comes through for like a solid like 30 seconds or so. Okay, got a test come through. Fingers crossed. Now, I just saw fingers crossed come through on the actual chat. Is it going to come through on here, though? It's taking its time. Is that still too light? Oh, you know what? There. That probably helps a bit more. I had the image over the top of the text box. That was clearly going to give it a bit of issue. Just accepting potions from random strangers. Sweet. Fingers crossed still... there we go. I was about to say fingers crossed still hasn't come through. Now, how soon does a Slowpoke appear here? Okay, not yet. I think it's once we've been through there for the first time. Because technically we haven't got an encounter in Wedgehurst, have we? So, if we go through to the wild area and then back again, and then encounter the Slowpoke, that will be... That will count? Like we can do that, right? Looks way better. Should be good now than watch on mobile. It's like half size to use chat. So I'm not going to see it as well as a desktop user. That's good. That's a good point. It doesn't look too bad on my other monitor over there. So hopefully that's a thing. I had that many issues with it in the past, though, that the exact reason for me not throwing it up on here was literally, well, one, because I don't actually have a proper layout, I guess. Which now that I'm streaming again, I should probably invest in one, or just look at trying to make one myself. No, so he's heading out to the next route already. We'll heal up though. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to use this Rookie D for, just because I have no idea. I already rinsed through both Sword and Shield before the Slowpoke event was implemented. So I was able to do it the other day. I started a save on this, and then was like, oh, you know what, I'll just stream it. But before I started that, I literally went to the wild area, and then, like, before I even made it to Motorstoke, was able to then go back. So I believe it should work. No, I did go to Motorstoke, sorry. I went to Motorstoke, started like the opening ceremony, and then I was able to go back and do it. But I didn't try until after then anyway, so I'm just assuming you have to take the train there first. But yeah, forgot what I was saying before that. There's an item here, right? Yeah. You know what? I do want to quickly check out. Not the Oranberry guy. Just want to see what clothes are in here. I'll just speak to you. I'm really not a fan of any of those. Do we want the Shuckle? Oh, that's a nice Arcanine top, actually. 30,000 though. I'm thinking we might just go with a Shuckle. That's pretty cool. Urban Smoke, you've got like, I forgot what it's called. I forgot what the thing's called. Oh, but we've got a drift loon on the back there. We've got a Lunatone. And the little dart dragon thing. To be honest, I kind of can't wait for the DLC. If only. Yeah, yeah, because the clothes at the moment are pretty bad. Like, especially these bags. They've got actual backpacks on the DLC from what I've seen. But these things look garbage. I'm kind of feeling this Shuckle t-shirt though. We'll go with the Shuckle tee. Yes. Oh, do we want a hoodie though? It'll be hiding most of Shuckle. But I do like my hoodies. We'll take a black hoodie. And we'll take... you know what? They actually have... Well, take some black high socks. Oh, cropped leggings. Okay. Compression tights. High socks. Do we just go with a navy? Might just go with some black low crew socks. And do they have any? Nope. It's fucking loafers. No, I'm not feeling them. Do we have a better bag? They're literally all just white except that. No, I'm not going to bother with that. No, not yet, because we haven't looked at the glasses. No. Yeah, we're done shopping for now. I'm going to quickly... I'm half sure I didn't buy a single healing item or ball in Sword and Shield until post-game, but I don't really remember. Fuck, you got me thinking now. I don't think I did either. I know there's some other clothes in here, yeah. So we've got a red striped top, a loose top, a blue striped top, a red polo, that's what we start off with. Or that. We've got some black skinny trousers. I might just go with those. Black trainer socks, but you can't see those. White high socks and black high socks. That's what I was looking for. We'll go with that. We can remove the hat, right? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. I really want to change those shoes though. I'm not a huge fan. I like how it now tells you what like the item you pick up does. If that makes sense. Like then it tells you what a Pokédoll does. I feel like there's a trainer battle coming up. Or does he just teach us how to catch things? Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. Oh, 20 Pokeballs. Nice. That'll serve us until probably the end of the game. Alright, now before we take on this, I'm just going to quickly save. And I will be back in one moment. Oh, actually, we're going to walk over here. Because I know what's going to happen. Alrighty. Speedruns of the Let's Go. Speedruns of Let's Go are actually phenomenal, and the 100% run even crazier. Can obtain like 148 mons before the third. Jeez. Or rather, Professor Oak challenge. Yeah, no, I've seen people doing that. Because you can catch like Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander all in the wild on that. So it makes it like far easier to do like not to sound offensive to that at all, but like little dumb shit challenges where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna just try and catch everything. Alright, now we can do this. I do want to try Professor Oak challenge at some point. Alright, what are we going with? Oh. You know what? I used one of these in my first playthrough. One of these little turtle things. I forgot what they're called. But they turn into the big turtle. I completely forgot what they're called. But I kind of want to use a Swovet because I've never actually used one. I know that sounds like really dumb since it's just not even that great. Oh, what's this then? Let's see what this is. I will take it. You know what? I will take that. I will not say no to a Lotad. I love the Astonish animation. Just slowly does a 180 and then bang. Oh, I swear to God, if this thing gets burnt, I'm gonna get so annoyed. Alright, let's just go for the ball. Look, I have a weakness for Hoenn Pokemon. Like, it really is like one of my favorite regions. So, if something from Hoenn's just gonna pop up, then I'm kind of gonna be like, yep, that's mine. Alright, let's organize this up a bit. Because I genuinely think... Oh, we'll have a look at the abilities whilst we're at it. Attack boost, yeah, it's not bad. Okay, not... Like... It's not really something we're looking for, but... At least it's not like a physical hindering nature. Mirror hype. I forgot to ask. Nickname for Lotad. What should we go with? Because we can just nickname it the Pokemon Center now, right? I totally forgot to ask. What would be a good nickname for a Ludicolo down the line? What would be a good nickname for a Lotad? Just trying to find like nicknames on here. Don't remember if Mirabee had any female lieutenants. Yeah, because that's the thing. It's a female female Lotad. I've got. I just literally did a Google search then. Let's see. Fucking some dumb names on here. Hat dance based on the Mexican hat dance that they do. Jumping bean. Loco Lulu. I like the name Cheech for Lotad after Cheech Marin from the 1970s comedy duo Cheech and Chong. That wouldn't really work for a female Lotad though. Okay, we've got one here. Lombrero. Like, it'll always have that nickname when it evolves into Ludicolo rather than just Lombre. But Lombrero sounds decent. Or... Let's see... Having the foggiest. You know what, I might just go with Lombrero. So it's like Lombre. Ro. But like sombrero. Nah, there we go. Alright, we got Josh, Featherboy, and Lombrero. I kind of like that actually. I kind of like it. Lombrero. Oh, fuck. Is this all just one route down to the professor now? I believe it is, right? Oh, we just missed whatever that was there. We got our first trainer battle coming up that isn't our rival. We are all healed up, yeah? Yeah, we are. Still gonna be Josh out front. Because why not? Squover. Yeah, true. I need to come up with like a naming theme before I ever start playthroughs. That way I've got like a rough idea on what to go with. Because most of the time when I play Pokemon, like that's why we never run out of Pokeballs, by the way. Most of the time when I play, I just don't nickname Pokemon. So when it comes time to doing a playthrough, I'm like, you know, I want to nickname everyone. I can never think of anything. I'm just like the creativity for those names have just sort of gone. Okay, Lombrero actually, I thought it just have Astonish at that level. I didn't think it learns like another move until like level 9 or something. Yeah, yeah, true. Animation wise, it's always 1-to-1. That, you know, that's actually like pretty good that you named it that and then like everything fit perfectly like that then. I tell you what, I did think that Absorb was going to do maybe a little bit more than this. I didn't think it would take 4 Absorbs to kill a Water and Rock type. It is Water and Rock type, right? I'm not just imagining that. Because when it evolves it is. Alright, one more trainer. This person's gonna have a Thievel, I bet it. Oh, a Blipbug. Wait, it wouldn't be a Thievel, would it? It'd be a Nickit. That's right. Like, it took me 8 generations, but I'm finally at that point where I don't really remember Pokemon's names. Like, I don't know if it's a generation stage or if it's purely just me getting to that point where like I'm starting to age out of it. Even though I'm definitely always going to be playing these. Like, is that my brain going now? Shit, there is way too many to like keep up with. Like, you could show me any Gen 1 Pokemon, any Gen 2 Pokemon, any Gen 3 Pokemon, any Gen 4 Pokemon, any Gen 5 Pokemon. Trying to make sure I am completely accurate with this. Any Gen 6 Pokemon. I'm certain any Gen 7 Pokemon as well. Oh yeah, 100%. I was so annoyed at that when it was revealed that I forgot its name, but the turtle thing didn't evolve. Like, oh, like cool. It's got a Gigantamax form, but like, let's be honest, I'm not gonna be using it, like in the story. And even then, like some Gigantamax forms are just not like legal in competitive. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That really does look like a Pokemon that should evolve again. See, I knew that Pokemon's name, so I'm not completely gone. I love how Leon's got the little Game Freak logo on his the bottom of his cape there. At the bottom right there. That's pretty cool. Right, let's go around the back here, grab the TM. Now, payback. Can we teach that to anyone? Oh, okay. Featherboy can learn it. What's better though? Oh, what's this? Oh, is this the is that the thing? The move? That's sick. That is sick. Like spot on too. You're right, like the animation is like almost 1-to-1. Okay, so what do we got here? We got Power Trip or Payback. User boasts its strength and attacks the target. The more the user's stats are raised, the greater the move's power. Now that works. Yawning a bit here. Fuck. That is better when I'm using moves like Hone Claws. The stat boosts boost that even further. But Payback, it's a straight 50, or if it's slower than the target, this attack power will be doubled. Let's just go with the Leer for now. Yeah. Legally distinct, but anyone who knows knows. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of Leer for now. Because I mean, like, I might need it. But I was more so just wanting to see, you know, which would do the most damage. But I suppose once I've Hone Claws and then boosted, it's a bit of a waste of time to then use Payback. Why has she got a bottle of fresh water just sitting in the fucking plant pot out there? We'll probably just end up using Power Trip though. I know I kept it on my my own one for quite a while. Okay, fine. I was just trying to check out other stuff. Okay. Yeah, no, that's a good point. Hone Claw is just Leer Plus. It's essentially, so I'll be boosting my accuracy and my attack rather, and that means once that opponent is dead, I still keep the boost rather than having to then do it again on the next Pokemon as well. So it's better than Leer. Well, the only way Leer would be of use is if I plan on a few of my Pokemon dying. And just being able to take it out easier. Which, you know, this isn't the run for that. You know, I want to get the ideas in now. If we do go, like, if we are able to catch that Slowpoke, what should we name it? Feel free to, like, take your time on think of any ideas. That's a good point as well. Leer the opponent, don't get a power boost on Power Trip. That is true. You get an actual attack stat raise, accuracy stat raise, the boost for Power Trip, and it stays after, so you can just sweep through a team. So, yeah, much better. If I'm not mistaken as well, I think we'll be wanting to get a physical attacking Slowpoke. For now. But if it's not, if it's a special attacking one, it's not going to be an issue because then when it evolves, it's... When it's a Slowpoke, Slowpokes are more physical than special. But when they evolve, no matter what they evolve into... no, we're not going to learn Mist. Whatever they evolve into is more special than physical. But obviously at the moment we can't evolve it. We switch Pokemon, keep current Pokemon. There we go. I want to take the Slowpoke through this story though, because then when we do play the DLC, which I want to play like on stream as well, that's just going to be fun. We'll have connected with this Slowpoke hopefully a lot, been through shitloads of battles, and then bang, we can evolve that shit when we get into the DLC. Shark bait. We're gonna call it shark bait. After I've just been talking about connecting with it on like an emotional level and all that. Okay. Alright, we'll call it shark bait. Is my text speed on fast? Because I genuinely don't know if I've selected that or not. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Although I had to replay through Sword at one point. Because I like literally accidentally wiped a profile off my Switch and that deleted all the saves for it. And luckily that was before home, so I didn't lose out on too many Pokemon. So it was before home, so I hadn't transferred anything over to Sword and Shield yet from like old games. Obviously I missed out on my complete Pokedex, which I had already done by then. But meh, it happens. So I played through the game again, and I used a Slowpoke on that. Didn't have it as like a main thing in my team, but it was in there. It was in my team. How convenient. Wishing stars. But yeah, I picked that up like at the fairly beginning of the game, and I did get an Adamant Nature one actually as well. I don't think I've turned my Switch on since completing the Galadex. So I completed the Galadex, and I was just grinding so much looking for shinies. Didn't find a single one, and then had that issue with my profile, and then I was like, oh fuck this. On Sword, I'm currently sitting at 399 out of 400, and I think like my final Pokemon I need is like, I just need to evolve a Mr. Mime or something into Mr. Rhyme, which I could easily do. Like, I have one that's at the right level, and I have a rare candy. But I just haven't got around to it. I just haven't bothered playing the game in that long. Should I like at some point just do a stream where I'm like shiny hunting? I can do that now. Like, I've wanted to do that for a while, but haven't been able to. Probably not anytime soon. Maybe if we complete this and the DLC's still not out, we'll do a bit then. We'll put like our in-game team aside for a bit and just use like some other Pokemon or something. And then when we continue with the DLC, we can just grab our team again and throw that back in. Sweet. Got Dynamax Band. Hell yeah. Yo, I want to get some new shoes ASAP. These are hideous. You got anything for us, sir? No? Yeah, that's true. It just feels weird, like, because I've wanted to stream, like, off the Switch, like, play an actual up-to-date Pokemon game for so long. Like, I've always just played, like, ones on emulators and shit, just because I haven't been able to, like, with the 3DS, there's no way I could get my Elgato to capture that. But I'm literally running... I don't know how it still works on this, but doesn't on, like, the PS4 or Xbox or anything. But I'm literally going off like the original Elgato like the same one I had back when. God, it was. I had this thing back when I was back at school. Like that's how long I've had this. I think I got it in like 2011, around about then. And yeah, it's the same one that if you go back on my channel, I recorded a zombie Call of Duty Black Ops 1 zombies guide on how to get all the things for an Easter egg. I recorded that on this exact same Elgato, and it still works perfectly fine with this. But yeah, I haven't been able to obviously use that with a 3DS because that's not how that works. I have to actually get a 3DS with a capture card for that. So yeah, they cost a lot of money, so I was just like, nah, fuck that. When I got this, I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna see if it works with that, and it does. Yeah, I've had it for a long time. Just dodge absolutely everything. Jesus Christ, calm down, mate. I wonder if there's like an alphabet thing for the Pokemon world that's been like translated yet. Because there's all these like, you see up there for the clothing shop. Like you can't really see it because the text thing's in the way, but the clothing shop, then you've got like the signposts here. Like surely they all have a rough translation, or do you reckon they're all just slapped together like it's nothing? Because it's not like a font or language that they've used in Pokemon before. Yo, what's going on there, Christian? Just quoting some lyrics there, I think. As much as I dislike the handheld, yeah, I completely agree. I prefer this game just as a whole a lot more to Let's Go. Like I didn't like Let's Go. Like it felt like I was just visiting Kanto on an updated engine and just watching a playthrough essentially of it. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it was literally that's what it felt like to me. There was like no battles in the game other than like when you go to a gym and you know the few trainers in between. But because of all the wild battles that were taken out, and just you know you had to throw the ball manually and shit like that, like yeah, no, that's true. Let's Go as a main series, and I definitely prefer this game to Sun and Moon, Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. Although there were parts of that I did like, but I also felt like that game dragged on a lot. Like there was a lot of nothingness in those games. Like at the time when Sun and Moon came out, I really liked it. But then as it's progressed, and as obviously now this is out, it's really not a game that I could probably go back and play. Whereas something like, try and give a good example here, the Hoenn region games, whether it be Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, or even Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, I do prefer the Game Boy versions, but any of them feel like they're quite easy to go back and play. I do like the Gen 2 games as well, whether it's Gen 2 or the Gen 2 in Gen 4 engines, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, as well as even Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Like I always criticize Sinnoh a lot, But I went back and started playing through. It was either Pearl or Platinum. I can't remember now. One of them, and they were a lot better than I remember. Like they were amazing as I remember them, but I got to the point where I felt like maybe they had aged a lot. Let's see. Oh, 100%. Heart Gold Soul Silver were how remakes should be done. 100%. Here we go. I'll just speak to this person. Yeah, you know what, Oris. Like I hyped up Oris a lot. I prefer Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald on Game Boy. Like I said before, I prefer them on Game Boy. I don't know. So for the Gen 6 region, like era of games, I feel like that whole generation was sort of a bit iffy. X and Y were okay, but I don't know, X and Y and Ruby and Sapphire from that gen, I feel like they're a lot harder to go back and play than picking up a fresh copy of Ultra Sun, for example. They're kind of like I would put regular Sun version equal to them. Ultra Sun kind of filled in all the holes that Sun just had. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll catch his Slowpoke. Are we going with Shark Bait? Is that what we went with? Yeah, Shark Bait. Fuck. Oh shit. Watch this thing fuck us over. I'm just gonna try and catch it. I'm gonna do it. Can't be that hard to catch, right? It's a Slowpoke. There we go. I didn't want to risk it. I was like, I can survive another confusion, but if that thing gets a crit, then Scorbunny's gone. We'll get rid of Growl. Yeah, yeah. And so a lot of people give Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon criticism for that. But if anything, like I do agree, like it's like okay, it shouldn't have like missed that stuff to begin with. Like there was no reason for it. But at the same point, like I look at Ultra Sun and Moon because of that. I look at it and go, now that is a decent game. But then it just makes me think so much more lowly of the regular Sun and Moon version. Like over there, I've literally got the fucking Sun and Moon like collector's versions because I didn't get those originally. I went out afterwards, bought them separately, like to get the special boxes and shit. And looking at it now, I'm like, well, fuck, that was why. Like, alright, it's cool to have the hard cases and everything, but this game's just shit. Yeah, 100%. And yeah, I want that to be a thing. Like, I would rather, because it made sense. Black and White, then Black and White 2. It wasn't the same game, just with like a different gym leader here and there. Yes, they had the same gym leaders still in it, but it was a different story. You know, set 3 years later, you still have some of the same gym leaders, but for one, you start off in an entirely different location that wasn't on the first games, and travel across the region in like the inversed way of what you did on the first time, and it just made sense. Whereas, but Ultra and Ultra Moon was just Sun and Moon with the shit they forgot the first time. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Alright, weird floating Pokeball person. Good day. What's that person's name? I don't know if this was the right person or not, but is it like Avery or something? Or is that one of the other people from, like the one from Sword? I can't remember what the person from Sword looks like. Getting flashbacks to the achievements of your prior save was probably the most hype thing. Yeah. You know what I wish they did? Because I think we discussed this when Black and White 2 came out years ago. I wish they still carried the whole challenge mode idea forward from Black and White 2. Because I think we had discussed that at the time, and like that was just such a good idea. Oh. Where we are right now, does this count as a different location to the wild area? Because look, I'll box this. I'll box it unless this counts. Or we could just use this. We can't box it yet, can we? We can in a moment, literally like as soon as we step out here. Yeah, I completely agree. Like, it was such a good idea at the time, but it was the biggest mistake because they never implemented it again. And I saw people like criticizing Sword and Shield for not having that, and then I kept thinking to myself, I was like, are you serious? Like, literally X and Y didn't have it. RS didn't have it. Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, they didn't have it. Like, it's not been a thing for years. And people were using that as like one of the examples as to why Sword and Shield was gonna be shit. Like, yeah, it'd be great if Sword and Shield had that. Like, it really would. But at the same time, you know, it's not been a thing for a fair few years now. Like, when did Black and White 2 come out? It was what, like 8 years ago? Oh, 100%. Um, that's why I kind of want to challenge myself on this as well. Because, like, if it's because it's fresh story, isn't it? It's like you start again. Like you're getting given this not legend. Is it legendary? A legendary Pokemon that evolves or something. But that's obviously going to be a low level, so I would assume that the trainers around that are going to be low levels. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, you know what? We'll do like what Ash does. Every time he goes to a new region on the anime, if you can call it that, he bins his Pokemon and just catches new ones. So unless they either deliberately restrict the player to try and make it more challenging, or actually make the AI beat your ass. Yeah. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm literally gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna use the Pokemon they give me, and like the first Pokemon I see that I catch in the wild there, and like that's it. And then I'll just catch new Pokemon and stuff. I'm not gonna use any others, unless it is scaled to how strong your team is, which is gonna suck if you've got like a full level 100 team. It just won't make much sense, but I doubt they'll implement some sort of scaling system. Which it'd be amazing if they did. But they're just not going to, are they? They're really not. Yeah. Okay, question though. Because Rolling Fields is there, right? Meetup spot is technically where we got the Pikachu. Tom Robertson has liked the stream. What? Bruh. I liked my own stream apparently. I'm sitting here just watching. Was that on through the Facebook one? Because I did like a test like on the stream on Facebook. Or did I do that through YouTube? YouTube, it would say Blue Plays Games, right? Alright, whatever. Anyway, can we carry this Pikachu, or should we put it in the box? Because we technically haven't caught anything here. What do we got here? Tyrogue. Something there. Got a Metapod. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Bruh. Oh, fuck's sake. Found a bit of... I don't have any. Sorry, mate. Got a Diggersby there. You know, we'll check out what the purple beam is. And we might do a purple beam raid as our first Pokemon here, and just hope we don't get fucked up in the raid. Are you serious? Is that a Shelmet? Or a Shelmet part steel? Alright, no worries, man. I might do the same soon, probably about 1 o'clock. But yeah, no, catch you soon. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming the Fortnite event that's on. Give that a go, see what that's all about. Might be fun, who knows. But yeah, I'll be streaming again at some point tomorrow, just in regards to this anyway. But anyway, catch you later, man. Yo, well, let's do it. Let's do it. It is a Shelmet. Sweet. See you, man. I seriously hope this thing does not fuck us up. It shouldn't, it's just a Shelmet, but things have happened before. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, we've got a fucking Snorlax on our team. We should not lose this. We should not lose this. Are you serious? What is this? But I really wanted to use fucking Max Knuckle, but like, let's be honest. Yeah, that probably would have happened first off. Oh, you twat. Alright, I'm just gonna heal. I'm playing it safe. Come on, Snorlax, do something good here. That's not good. Okay, had a defense drop. So I'm just gonna go for the quick attack. Oh, Electro Ball. And Flying Press, come on. There we go. GG. G fucking G. And we'll try and catch it. And now this is going to be our Rolling Fields Pokemon. It's going to count as an encounter for Rolling Fields, right? I think it would. Also, as for the candies, we can use them, but we can only use them on the Pokemon we just caught. That's going to be the rule. So we can't just grind just to try and level up our current Pokemon. It can literally just be used on the Pokemon we just caught. As for Dynamax candy though, is that fair? Because you don't really get Dynamax candy elsewhere. Yeah, I don't know. No, we can only use it on Shelmet though, so we'll just use it on the Shelmet. Oh shit, I didn't realize Shelmet was like level... Fucking hell. Alright, well, that's a thing then, apparently. Pikachu will teach it Swift because why not? Okay, we'll just, yep. Cool. Alrighty. I think we're all set. And then I'm just gonna get us straight over to town because I do not want to be in a situation where we get fucked up in the wild area. That's the last thing I want. Oh, look at the little Pancham chasing us. It's not going to go any further. Yeah, last thing I want to do is fight a Stuffle as well. Is it 300 for those now? That doesn't seem right. 300? I'm so confused. Why was it... Do we want to go and... try and, like, get enough for a Thunderbolt? Should we? Nah, maybe not. We'll come back at some point. They're good? Come to charge your phone.
21%.
I'm probably going to wrap this up in a minute if you wanted to play something for a bit. Up to you. You good?
Yeah.
What? If you're searching out something on there, don't actually press like on a video or anything, yeah? Just because it'll play back through the stream. Why are you pushing that?
Oh, it's fine, Raylan.
Alright, do you want to see my team? We're doing like a Nuzlocke, so basically if one of them die, that's it, game over. Like, that particular Pokemon gets thrown in the bin.
I know what it is.
Okay, so we've got Josh, that's named after Josh.
Yeah.
We've got Featherboy,
Yep.
Lombrero.
Right.
We haven't named Slowpoke yet. We're about to do that now. He's shark bait, so that's what we're going with. We've got a Pikachu, which we're not sure if we're going to use that yet, and we're not sure if we're going to use Shelmet yet. But
Right.
they're probably just going to chill for now. You know what? Pikachu's going to chill for now. Shelmet we caught fair though, so that will at least be on there.
Do you not remember I asked you this on Facebook?
No,
My Facebook?
I didn't know it was still on there. No, frames are dropping, are they? Alright, just hold on one moment. Because probably just because other stuff's going on in the background. And I'll get this saved and we'll end up the stream. But we're going to name him Shark. You know what annoys me about this Slowpoke though? It's got an evolution that's coming in the DLC. But that evolution hasn't been revealed yet. It's still like Slowbro, but it looks different. And because of that, you can't evolve this Slowpoke yet. What should we nickname this thing? Wait, not Sharkbait. Oh, I nicknamed the wrong thing Sharkbait. Damn it. Okay, this is Shark Bait. So we've got this little shell thing, and it's a female. I was thinking Shelly. What do you think?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm just trying to get some input off you.
Takes me like 20 minutes and I have 5 different games that I want to play.
Alright, so we've got Josh, Featherboy, Lombrero, Sharkbait, and Shelly. And as for Pikachu, we don't have a name for that yet. But we'll probably leave that till next time. You good?
Someone said hi.
Naren, how are you doing? You literally just caught as we're about to end the stream. So, well, welcome to the stream. But we are wrapping this up here. But I'll be continuing again at some point later on. Well, within the next few hours for what is where we are tomorrow morning's Fortnite concert. I'll be jumping on around about 11 AM local time here. Which is what, is that 11 hours from now? What time is it now? I can't see that from here.
12:47.
Okay, so we'll be jumping on pretty much 12 hours. No, that's wrong. 10 hours from now. And we'll be streaming that concert here on the channel. But I will be jumping off now then, Aaron, and to everyone else who is watching this,